Agent song.
We've been expecting you, Mr. Boyd.
His is the worst voice you will ever hear.
Will he offer me his teeth?
The Tommy Boyd Show will teach you nothing. Nothing.
Always read the label.
Nothing but iniquity and wickedness.
If you really bug me, then I'll say goodbye.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. James Wales sitting in for Tommy Boyd behind the microphone of Studio A at Talk Radio, situated in the heart of the world's favourite capital city, London. Broadcasting to you on the medium wave band on 1053 through to 1089 AM. Tommy's not so well. I have the pleasure of doing the show today and tomorrow, which I'm looking forward to greatly, because I will be able to do something that, in broadcasting terms, is a bit of a milestone. Being able to present the Wonderful Hour is something that I have wanted to do for an enormous amount of time. I shall be looking forward to uttering those immortal words tomorrow. What makes it wonderful? What makes life wonderful? The Wonderful Hour. I can't wait. No, I'm looking for us to explore the way men and women react, and the fact that most of the world's ills are caused by the problems of relationships, particularly by the problems of men forgetting how to treat women. But leading on from that, and there is a bigger problem, particularly to those who cohabit, and I have again had this idea thrust into my mind by female members of Talk Radio staff. Well, for instance, the toilets at Talk Radio. Personally, I would prefer to use the female toilets. They are clean, they smell delightful. The male toilets, however, are dirty. The roller towel is always hanging out of its machine. There is soap on the floor. There is urine all over the place. There are unmentionable things left in the toilet bowls. There are bits of newspaper all over the floors. It is a pigsty. There are paper towels as well, crammed into a bin that is overflowing, and nobody has bothered to pick anything up. In fact, when people have gone into the public toilet here, they come back and say, who on earth uses it? And it is the same with the kitchen at Talk Radio. It is one of the most disgusting areas I have ever been into. If I worked here during the day, I'd have to bring my own cup, fork and spoon in with me. I really would not consider using it at all. It is a health hazard. It is a problem. And it's down to men, I'm told. I live a lot of my time on my own. I hate mess. I hate dirt. I hate things in an untidy fashion. I detest unclean bathrooms and lavatories. And that, I think, is the point that we need to explore a little bit here. Apparently, men have got absolutely no idea how disgusting they can be. They don't think about it. Now, I'm told this is because men don't clean toilets. However emancipated a man thinks he is, and of course, as we have already discussed, that is not necessarily a good thing. But a man must be firm, and a man must be prepared. A man cannot leave the sort of disgusting mess that I have been hearing about. I was talking to somebody here who says that they have a carpeted bathroom because of some of the unmentionable things that go on the floor, particularly around the toilet bowl, that the carpet has to be renewed in the bathroom on a very regular basis. I can't believe it. Apparently, it doesn't matter to a man whether he has little sprays all over his feet when he leaves a public toilet or not. Now, in public toilets, there are problems for men's public toilets that they splash an awful lot, and maybe there should be some kind of thought to the architectural designs, I think, of public toilets for men. But at home, are men really? I want to find out whether this is a unanimous problem. Something we were talking about, and it seems to be something that a lot of people have in common. Are all men badly toilet trained? Are all men messy in the bathroom? Is it impossible for men to be... Now, as a man, I would absolutely despise anybody who was messy in the bathroom. I don't particularly like people I don't know using my bathroom. In fact, I don't allow it. There's a public toilet downstairs, and I suggest they go down and use that. Are men messy in the bathroom? Free call 0500 10 53 89. If, because of the delicate nature of this subject, you wish to use a nom de plume, feel free. Free call 0500 10 53 89. I'm James Whale, in for Tommy Boyd. This is Talk Radio, and there's a very cleanly reason for listening.
To keep up to date with...
People are listening than ever before. You're a part of Talk Radio's biggest audience ever. There's a good argument for listening. Talk Radio. Tommy Boyd.
It's time to poison the water hole.
Cutting edge.
Tommy Boyd.
Sucks less.
You know, I don't want to bring this up, but you've been treating a lot of people with a lot of disrespect.
Welcome back. James Whale in for Tommy Boyd, and a very, very good afternoon to you this Thursday afternoon. And looking at the long-range weather forecast for the weekend, it looks like weather is going to improve. It's certainly going to become warmer. Liz in Berkshire, you're on Talk Radio. Liz, how lovely to have you with us.
Hello, James.
Hello.
Hi. James, I think you're being a bleeding hypocrite, but I love you dearly for all that.
Well, that's very sweet of you, Liz. I can assure you I'm not. I really don't like people peeing all over the floor.
No. I was thinking about the first bit when I was on my way driving to a jump surf.
Oh, well, I've always been a gentleman, I hope.
Oh, I know. I've listened to you for years. Yep.
But Liz, what would you... Oh, you just wanted to
No. I'm just going on to say that I know only too well about grabby men in the bathroom. My toy boy is appalling.
Is this because he's so young?
No. He's 16 years younger than me, but that's nothing to do with it.
Yes. But is this something that men can't help?
Oh, I think so, yes. But I have to say that the bathroom carpet's been down for 22 years. He's away at work today. He's not going to be very happy when he sees I've flooded the washing machine all over it, so 22 years might be over. But they are grubby. But bless them, why not?
And you don't mind cleaning up for your man?
Not in the slightest. I prefer cleaning up after him than the dogs.
Really?
Yeah.
But this is interesting, you see, Liz, because I think it also goes back to what we were talking about before. Obviously, your relationship is well defined.
Oh, it's brilliant.
He is the man, and he, I'm sure, treats you with the utmost respect, treats you as a woman.
Well, yes.
And then, of course...
He has to be slightly mad to be married to me, I have to say that.
Yeah, but he's firm, though.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. My God, yes.
You couldn't be doing with a man who wasn't firm.
No, I could not.
No. Liz, lovely speaking with you.
And you?
Have a nice day.
And how's Tommy?
Tommy is, I'm told today, it's a little problem that he's unable to sit down.
Poor guy. He's been sitting on the radiator, telling me he must not sit on the radiator.
No, well, I think he might have been, you see. Or it may well be. I think he rides horses a lot, and I think...
Oh, my God, so do I, non-stop.
Yeah, and I think he was...
Well, that shouldn't give him...
No. Well, maybe it's his age. I don't know.
Well, give him my undying love. Tell him to keep on riding horses. And if he wants, I have got the most beautiful pad that was made for somebody else who suffered from the same thing. I will give it to him for his...
Oh, well, that's lovely. And I mean, when we're talking, he's recovering. He's getting a little better, and hopefully by the beginning of next week, he hopefully will be back.
Oh, good. Well, I will ring in and ask him if he would like my pad.
All right. Thank you.
Goodbye, James.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Let's go to Carrie in Scotland, or is that Lancashire? Lancashire. Okay, Carrie. Good afternoon to you.
Hello, good afternoon. I'd like to tell you about the really bad problem we have in our house with the toilet roll.
Oh, dear.
It's the toilet roll, yes.
Yeah.
Well, it's absolutely impossible for my other half to, segregate those bits of paper to start a new roll. That's impossible. And we can't take any out of the cellophane if it's a complete new 4-pack. So what we do is we leave the empty carton on the side. But if we know we're getting short and we've got one little piece left, he rips it up into little pieces to use.
No!
Or uses the newspaper. Yeah, I've got a plan.
That is so disgusting,
That is terrible.
Carrie.
Well, my punishment is, what I do is I open one for myself, obviously, and then hide it.
Now, do you think that do you think all his friends behave like this, his male friends? Is it something that is common amongst all of us, that men find it impossible to behave in a hygienic way in the toilet?
Definitely. You know, he's even been known to bring me a brand new toilet roll downstairs and ask me to open it. Now, that is true.
Is he slightly retarded in some way?
No, he's very intelligent, but he's just got this phobia about new toilet roll for some unknown reason.
And do you think, I mean, is he clean in his other habits?
In every other way, he is so clean. You won't believe it. He does all the washing and the ironing and everything. But it's just this toilet roll problem we have.
There seems to be some kind of toilet phobia amongst men. I mean, they don't like to talk about it particularly, do they?
No.
And it's strange because we are brought up with doing it together. In our public toilets, there are no cubicles, of course, as there are with women. I mean, maybe that's it. Maybe we think it's a splash it against the wall and that's how it should go on.
Well, perhaps he's frightened of those awful public conveniences on the roadside, where awful, horrible things can be known to happen. Perhaps he likes to go in there and get out as quick as possible. I don't know.
Yeah, there is this possibility. I mean, there is a growing number of people who are suggesting that men sit down whatever sort of thing they're doing in the toilet.
Well, yes, I have heard that, actually.
I mean, I think that would be a little embarrassing. I think it would be a little knock against the male armour, really, to have to do that.
But it does happen, you reckon? You reckon this happens?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
All right, Carrie, thank you. Lovely talking with you.
Yes, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Speak to you again. Bye-bye.
Bye. Let's go to Hertfordshire and Lauren. Hello, Lauren. Good afternoon to you.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Hi. Toilet seats.
Yes, Lauren.
I've got gold-plated hinges.
Oh, lovely.
On my toilet seat.
Very nice.
Unfortunately, they've gone green because of the acidity in the urine.
Can't have been proper gold, then.
Well, I did say plated.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I suppose plated would go green, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yes. So,
Why do you urinate on the seat, though?
My husband does.
Oh, he does?
Yes. Well, I can actually sit down on a toilet seat, obviously.
Couldn't he?
No, I don't think so.
He couldn't?
In and out quickly,
Oh, right, okay.
Obviously, when you have parties, the males of the species...
Yes.
They get a bit inebriated and they can't really aim that well, can they?
What I thought was possibly just a rather silly thing to talk about is obviously a very...
It's a burning issue of the century.
It's a big problem.
It is.
It must make you very annoyed.
No, I've just changed it, so it's plastic now.
And
So they can wee as much as they like all over the hinge as far as I'm concerned.
But you have to clean it?
Not all the time, no.
No. Have you broached this problem with him? Have you talked to him about it?
Yes, quite often.
And?
Nothing.
Not a thing?
Not a thing. Can't be resolved. I love him dearly, but this is the only problem. What do we do about it?
I don't know. I mean, I find it very strange that it doesn't take a great aim to manage to, also 3 or 4 foot, depending on how tall you are, and it's not a small target to aim at.
No, quite true. But if you've sort of had a few, it must be very difficult for men to sort of think 2 things at once, really, to sort of stand and aim. It must be very difficult for them.
Listen, guys, it seems that we are being severely criticised here, and there doesn't seem to me to be a great excuse for us when it would be easy not to do it.
Well, you'd have to carry a colostomy bag, though, around, wouldn't you?
Well, that or men would have to sit down.
Yes, but that's a bit too difficult for the brain to cope with, I would have thought, isn't it?
Well, I think that's a little unfair, Lauren. I don't think we're all that bad, but I'll have to investigate more. Thank you for your call.
Thank you.
Lovely speaking with you.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So, talking as we were in the first hour of Tommy's show this afternoon about the problems of the world all caused by the fact that men had forgotten how to treat women, and in certain circumstances, women had forgotten how to accept that treatment. We've moved on now to what seems to be a very big problem, the problem of the treatment of the bathroom by the male of the species. The fact that we men are mucky in the toilet, that we don't seem to know. Now, I have to tell you, I don't include myself in this. I find that sort of thing, I find what I'm hearing this afternoon frightening. Absolutely frightening. Free call 0500 1053 89 if you would like to spread some light on this rather gloomy issue. I'm James Whale, sitting in for Tommy.
The Tommy Boyd radio experiment. It does exactly what it says in the papers.
marshmallow bacon.
Life's gonna suck when you grow up, when you grow up, when you grow up. Life's gonna suck when you grow up. It sucks pretty bad right now. Life's gonna suck when you grow up, when you grow up, when you grow up. Life's gonna suck when you grow up. It sucks pretty bad right now. Life's gonna suck when you grow up, when you grow up, when you grow up. Life's gonna suck when you grow up, and then you're gonna die. Hey, hey!
Tommy Boyd.
Oh, that's lovely. Charming little ditty. It's always nice, I think, to have music in the afternoon. Rahama in London, or Rahman in London, I think we will go to next. Good afternoon, Rahman, and welcome to the show.
Good afternoon, James.
Hello.
Hello, it's Rahman.
Rahman, okay.
Well, we're talking about potty training and toilet use.
Yes.
Well, I come from Pakistan. Let's start with, most of the houses doesn't have toilets.
Yeah.
And there's no restriction on where you take the bath. All we do is to go to the fields and do what we need to do for the toilet.
Yeah.
And to take the bath, what we do, we take a bucket with hot water, depending on the weather, or cold water, and put a bit of cotton on us, like we get in the hospital.
Uh-huh.
And take a bath. So we don't have restriction on bath cleaning and toilet cleaning.
Good. It's a great shame your telephone doesn't work very well. I would have been delighted to carry on and find out more about that conversation. I'm sorry about that. Nicola in Belfast, you're on Talk Radio. A very good afternoon to you, Nicola.
Good afternoon, James.
Hi.
I think if this scares you, then you'd come to our house, you'd run screaming in terror.
Why?
Well, our bathroom's downstairs. It's the first thing you see as you walk in the door. So you open the doors. To go to the bathroom, you climb over the fishing kit.
Over the fishing kit?
Over the fishing kit, which he stores handily next to the toilet.
Yeah.
You get in there. There's a rubber mat around the base of the toilet.
Yeah.
Which is a lifesaver.
Why?
Because it can't even hit the ring. He can't even hit that.
Yeah.
He can spray it all over the floor, over the towels, which is handily left there, probably onto his shoes, which is still in there. Then you get over to the sink to wash your hands. Don't even think about it.
No?
His stubble's still there.
Oh, no.
In the morning. Maybe if he's brushed his teeth and his toothpaste is dripped all around the side, and if you lean against
So he doesn't even bother to clean the basin after he's brushed his teeth and shaved?
2 seconds, just a bit of hot water. Won't even do that. It'll sit there until I get up and...
But, I mean, haven't you spoken to him about this?
How many times? I like to hoping to shame him into doing this by phoning up and making it public.
Now, I mean, I couldn't live with somebody who did that. I mean, why do you live with him if he behaves like this?
It does.
Is it his cheeky charm, or?
It does occur to me at times, but other compensations.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it. But I mean, is he absolutely unable to understand what you're saying? Well, look, please, just when you brush your teeth or have a shave in the morning, could you just sort of let the water out of the sink? Could you just clean round? I mean, I couldn't. I would hate for people to come into the bathroom and see the mess I've left.
Oh, I actually apologise if anyone comes to the house. First thing, I'm very sorry for the bathroom. But total incomprehension. I could be speaking Swahili.
Really?
Once I did that. Maybe if I got on the computer and typed him a little message, then when he gets on the computer, that maybe would. But I haven't even finished yet.
Oh, you haven't finished yet?
No, there's more.
Oh, I don't know if I could stand it. Go on, then.
Okay, well, he's growing his hair, so we've got maybe 20 or 30 different hair products that he's bought, used once and then left.
He's growing his hair?
Growing his hair.
Why? Is he a bit girly, or...?
Well, he's not clean enough to be girly.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, probably not. Obviously, yes, obviously he's not, no.
So then there's also all the hair down the plug hole of the bath. And then whenever he has a shower, he leaves these shower gels hang upside down?
Yeah.
And you close the bottom of them?
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Well, then it just all runs out.
It drips out because it's quite thick, so it sort of drips all down the side, all down the tiles, pools down at the bottom of the...
Oh,
thing.
no.
You get in and whoosh, slip. The bath's obviously dirty. And most of his dirty clothes are still sitting there.
Oh, this is disgusting.
Absolutely horrendous.
And you'll get the blame for it because you're not tidying it up quick enough.
Exactly. But I say I'm very sorry for the bathroom, but you see, I won't get to the point where I won't touch it.
I don't blame you.
I'm not putting my hands anywhere near that mess.
And does he then come and clean it up, or does he just leave it like
I get to a point where I say, that's it, I can't go into it, that's enough.
Let me bring in Susan here from Birmingham. Hello, Susan. Hang on, I'm going to press Susan a little harder. Hello, Susan.
Yeah, hello, James.
Susan, what do you think of what you've heard from Nicola in Belfast?
Oh, it's unbelievable. I mean, I've got a lodger living with me, right?
Yeah.
Now, she should have this lodger for a bit. He goes, if we don't have a lock on the bathroom door. Anyway, I walked in once and I found him kneeling and I thought he was praying, I didn't know he was religious or anything.
Yeah.
And he was kneeling down and, sort of onto the toilet and dangled his thing and was weeing into the toilet, which I thought, and I said, you don't have to do that, you don't have to kneel to do it. And he says, well, I do, I don't like getting any drips. And that's true, and I think that is fantastic, really.
Yes, I'm just trying to actually visualise how kneeling in front of a toilet... But anyway, never mind.
Yeah, he kneels.
Yes.
Yeah. And then after he's finished, he gets up and that. He wipes, he has a wash.
Yes.
He washes his bottom as well.
Yes.
He would never go without doing that. And then he cleans the sink and he folds the towel up. So, I mean...
He's allowed you to stand there and watch him doing this?
Yeah. He won't let me watch him washing his bottom, but he's seen me kneeling. I've watched him kneeling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nicola?
That's so beyond my comprehension.
You'd like that, wouldn't you, Nicola? I should send him round to you. He's all right like that. No drips,
please.
No little bits of wee-wee. And when he poos in the toilet, that's all cleaned up with the brush. It's all very clean.
I don't think my boyfriend knows what that brush is there for.
Oh, no, a lot of men don't. I know. Somebody's marked my toilet seat, but I don't know how that's come across. I don't know what somebody's doing to my toilet seat.
Really?
Well, you put a bottom on it, and the bottom's soft, but there's ink marks on it, scratches on it, and the paint's coming off underneath, so I just don't know what's been going on with the toilet seat.
Maybe...
Like sharks come up and pick it up.
Yeah. That's actually a little bit of a worry, Susan. I mean, ink and scratch marks and...
It's true,
that is a little bit of a worry.
Yeah, there's a big... I've tried getting off with bleach and everything.
Yeah. I wonder if anybody listening has had the same sort of thing. Maybe there's some sort of, I don't know...
Something comes out the toilet.
Extraterrestrial or living in the sewers or something.
Well, it certainly isn't this fella. It certainly isn't him.
Maybe, Nicola, that gives you a little bit of hope for the future.
Well, I'll tell you what I did once for revenge because I got so annoyed, and this is for the women who get so totally flabbergasted. I got his toothbrush and I cleaned the sink with it.
Oh.
I cleaned the plug hole with it.
Oh.
And I cleaned around the toilet with it.
Oh, no.
Gave it a rinse and put it back.
Oh, you didn't?
I did. I was so angry.
And did you tell him?
Nope. I wouldn't tell him. It'd kill me.
I hope he's not listening.
So do I.
Well, maybe you should have taped this and played it back to him. Maybe that is disgusting, isn't it, Susan?
That is terrible. No, this fella wouldn't do that. Mind you, I must say about this lodger of mine, he's really clean the bathroom, but he doesn't wash, which is strange.
He doesn't?
No, he washes his bottom, but he hardly has his bath. If he has a bath once a fortnight, that's all.
Afraid of getting the bathroom dirty?
I don't know. It's strange, really, He won't get in the bath,
Does he smell?
No, he doesn't smell or anything. No, but he does wash. He puts lots of deodorant on till it falls on the floor.
Oh, gosh. And does he clean that up or not?
Well, he wondered what it was. He thought it was... We couldn't understand what all the white stuff was all on the floor, but it's his deodorant dropping off as he put it on.
All right, well, it's been fascinating. Nicola and Susan both, thank you very much indeed.
Okay, thanks, Jane. Thank you, Jane.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I think, I don't know, but I think it seems to me that it might be interesting to demonstrate to men the difference, to actually spend an hour, possibly tomorrow, talking about the behaviour of women in the bathroom from the man's point. I don't know. Mary is in the West Midlands, and she would like to share some bathroom secrets with us. Mary, you're on Talk Radio. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Yes, this is why I prefer to live alone.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Yes.
I think men view their bathrooms as shrines to their manhood.
Really?
Yes.
You've lived with men, have you?
I most certainly have.
And no good?
Actually, I did have two very clean living long-term relationships. I mean, sorry, the men.
Yes.
They were very clean.
Yeah.
To the point of being, a pain in the rear.
Yes.
Yes. I'm not overly house proud, but I do like things in their place. I mean, why should they be stalking around the bathroom in the morning, trying to catch their reflection in the mirror?
Yes.
While at the same time trying to brush their teeth, masturbating,
Oh, no,
and
please,
trying to
Mary.
clip their toenails at the same time.
And all at the same time in the bath? This is your experience of what men try and do?
Maybe not in that order, but most certainly.
Yeah. Is it? I mean, the thing that I'm beginning to feel here, Mary, is that men find it as a place to go and hide and to do the things that they can't do anywhere else.
I'd agree with that, actually. I'd even go as far as to say I think they look on it as a second home from home.
Yeah.
A home within a home.
Is there... I mean, I'm surprised that so many... I thought this might fill up 5 or 6 minutes and we go back to talking about treatment of men and women. I'm surprised so many people live so quietly without actually saying anything to their other halves.
Yes, because, you see, it's rather delicate. Even though you've lived with someone, perhaps, say, for example, for a year, perhaps you haven't reached that stage in your relationship where you think you could quite comfortably talk to them about, please do not break wind in front of me in the bathroom while I'm trying to, go to work.
Yeah.
And I don't think they understand that type of...
So are you now resigning yourself to a celibate life, or...?
Oh, no. No such thing.
No.
Not for me, anyway. No, I do like...
a man.
I do have their uses, yes.
Yeah. But you wouldn't have one live with you again?
I wouldn't rule it out totally, because I suppose it's down to the women. They have to put their foot or feet down, don't they?
They do, yes. And maybe this is somewhere where it isn't going to ruin a relationship if women give a slight guidance in this situation.
Absolutely. And I mean, when I suggested to him, to this particular person, about... it was a friend of mine, actually, and I suggested that... I'd heard somewhere that if you sit actually on the toilet when you want to defecate, that it's better for you physiologically. And he looked at me with such...
You mean he wasn't actually sitting on the...
getting up on their haunches.
Oh, right, yes, yeah.
You see, I hear that's very good.
All right, well, Mary, it's an eye-opener this afternoon, I have to tell you. Thank you very much indeed.
Don't forget the maps of Australia, of course.
No. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Maps of Australia. No. Ken in Dundee, you're on Talk Radio, Ken, and it's charming to have you with us this afternoon. Hello.
Hello, James. Here's a quickie for you from Dundee.
Yes, Ken.
Right, it's the rule of the 9 Ps. Now, you can have this, you can handwrite this yourself or have have one properly made by a signwriter.
Uh-huh.
But it's when peeing, pretty please, point Percy precisely at porcelain pot.
When peeing, pretty please, precisely point Percy at porcelain pot. Okay, yes, and you've got that hung in your toilet?
No, I don't actually.
Oh, right, you remembered it?
I don't have anybody who actually does that, not even myself.
Right.
But it's a good rule.
No, it seems a very good rule, actually. It seems a very good rule. Are you surprised to hear, Ken, this afternoon, just how many women have come on and complained about this?
Actually, yes.
I mean, we haven't had one woman come on and say, oh, I don't have that problem. I mean, and this time of day, usually women are fairly busy. It's usually men who are calling the station. They are all women who've been phoning in, and they are all very concerned.
Yes.
I for us men feel slightly embarrassed.
Of course we do. But anyway, that's my rule. Now, you find that when you're counting these P's, there's only 8.
Oh, right.
But if you want to slip in another one between precisely and porcelain, you could put, you can bleep this out if you want.
Yes.
But it's pucking.
Pucking?
Yes.
Right. Oh, Pucking.
Yes.
Yes, I see what you mean, yes. Oh, I said a little play on words.
A little play on words.
Yes. Thank you, Ken.
That makes up the 9.
Yes, I see.
All right, James.
Thank you.
Many thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye. We'll take a short commercial break. I'm James Wells.
Senses of the human soul. Oh, man! On the Tommy Boyds Show.
Tommy, not too well at the moment, but he hopefully will be back with us on Monday. I'm James Wales, sitting in for him this week, and looking forward to the wonderful hour tomorrow, a piece of a milestone in the history of broadcasting, and I am looking forward to that. To finish this afternoon, though, we are looking at the toilet habits of the man. Steve in Rochester would like to share something with us which may actually redress the balance. Steve, you're on the air.
Yes, that's the way I would put it. I'd like to redress the balance. I've got a girlfriend. She's 24. She's very clean, very respectable looking. She's a school teacher, in fact.
Yeah, thank you very much indeed. I don't think I can talk to that man about that sort of thing, really. It really was quite disgusting. I'll have to leave that there. Bethany, hello.
Hello.
Hello, I'm sorry about that, Bethany.
That's all right.
You will have heard it, nobody else did.
Okay.
Bethany, from Staffordshire.
Hello.
You're on Talk Radio.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
I just want to tell you about my husband. We've only been married 6 weeks, and he's fantastic. He sits down on the toilet.
Yes.
Isn't
it amazing?
He cleans the bath out after he's used it.
He cleans the bath?
Yeah, he's brilliant. He does everything.
That's
right.
I can't believe it.
Even when we go out in public, if he goes to the public conveniences, he has to sit down.
Yeah.
It's because he went blind for a while.
Yeah.
And so he had to learn, because obviously when you're blind, you can't point Percy in the right place, can you?
No, absolutely, yeah.
The other wonderful thing I think he does, he never ever drips toothpaste.
Never?
No, he squeezes it straight into his mouth.
He squeezes, what's a good idea? He squeezes the toothpaste from the tube straight into his mouth. That's a very good idea, isn't it?
Yeah, you don't get a mess anyway.
No. Are you surprised to hear how many people are messy?
Yes. I am
You are?
actually, because I come from a big family and I've got 3 brothers,
Yeah.
and they're all fine. They have a few dribbles sometimes, but it's got to be.
And you were so proud of your husband, Bethany, that you needed to phone a national radio station and share this fact with the listening public. And,
Yeah, I think he's great.
he obviously sounds to me like he should be getting some kind of award
Well, I think so. I think you should make one.
for hygiene.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, thank you, Bethany.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
If you just joined us, James Well fitting in for Tommy on Talk Radio this afternoon. We've been talking about the behaviour of men in the toilet, which I thought was perhaps not going to generate very many calls. I have been surprised. Nay, concerned would be a better term. Concerned about the toilet training facilities that men seem to have lacked. Totally. Len in London, you're on Talk Radio. Hello, Len.
Hello, Jane.
Lovely to have you with us.
Okay, I think I've got the answer now.
Yes, Len.
Right. Do you ever sit on a toilet without putting the seat down?
I can't say
Have you ever? You fall through because the hole is much too big.
Right, okay, yes, I imagine you would. That's why I wouldn't do it.
Right, so toilet producers need to produce a toilet bowl that is small enough to sit on. You don't need a toilet. What do you need a toilet seat for?
I see. Right, I see what you mean. Yeah, so you have the toilet, because men, and we've not had one woman ring in and say the usual cliche that you always hear, it'd be nice if they learned to put the seat down.
Well, exactly, but it is always the argument. It's always like, oh, he never puts the seat down, and he always says, oh, she never puts the seat down. Do this, and you don't need a toilet seat. So you've got the end of your rusty hinges.
Yep.
You've got the end of your he doesn't pick it up or put it down argument.
Yeah. Now, in the world, and let's bring something into play here, Len. In the world of feng shui, they do say that all the luck in your house will be lost if you leave the toilet seat up. So I never, ever go out of the house with the toilet seats left up.
Well, my luck always goes down the toilet no matter whether the seat's up or down.
Yeah, well, you see, if you started putting the toilet seat down, then in the words of the masters of feng shui, they say that there is no doubt that men... All right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I've lost my train of thought slightly. The luck would stay in the house, because once you leave the toilet seat up, the luck can then disappear down the toilet,
I don't
as you
think
said.
they're not even just talking about the seat, they're talking about the lid, aren't they?
The whole thing, yes, the lid.
whole thing.
Would you still have a lid on your toilets or not?
No, because I think that feng shui belongs where...
Oh, I see, yes. So you would have just an open porcelain pot.
Yeah.
With a molded rim that was...
They should make it exactly like it is when the seat is down, only you don't need a toilet. Why do you need a toilet seat? I hate touching the toilet seat at the best of times.
This is a very, very good point, you know, Len, and I don't know whether you know, but the very fashion-conscious of us who like to live only with the latest designs in fashion are to have old prison stainless steel toilet-type buckets in our bathrooms.
That's great.
You know, the sort of things where there are no seats, it's just a moulded bit of stainless steel.
Yeah.
And that apparently is the most fashionable.
Is it? I'm more trendy than I actually thought I was.
Yeah. It's an excellent point, Len. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, mate. Why do we have toilet seats and lids? He's absolutely right. Why don't we have a toilet bowl manufactured just as that, without the necessity for a seat? I mean, then people would keep it clean anyway. They can't, you know, it's a water closet, so you're not sort of, nothing goes in and out because of that water valve anyway. So why do we need a lid? John in Watford, you're on Talk Radio. Hello, John. Good afternoon to you.
Hello, James.
Yes,
nice
hello.
to speak to you.
And you.
I'd just like to pass on to you a little bit of information that my girlfriend gave to me. She used to work in catering years ago.
Yeah.
And basically the hygiene people, whoever they might be, left a tray of peanuts on a bar. That's somewhere, any pub, take any pub, could be any place.
Yeah.
And after the lunchtime session, they took it away and tested it, and they found about 12 or 13 different types of urine in the nuts. So it might be an idea to avoid snacks on the bar when you go out for a drink. Occasionally I forget myself. I find my hand snaking out to the old nut bowl. And I get a whack over the hand from my girlfriend to stop me.
Let me, exactly, you are absolutely right. Let me also say that don't ever, when you're leaving a restaurant, take one of those mints they leave on the side.
Yeah.
Because there was a test on those by the Department of Health and whatever, and they found them to be completely contaminated with all sorts of things.
Oh, dear.
Because men don't. I mean, there is, you know, men never, ever wash their hands after. The only reason, as a man, you wash your hands...
I'm an exception, I do.
Yeah, I do.
I do.
I have noticed the only reason men do is if they see somebody else in there. They do it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, maybe being shamed into it. Peer pressure, that sort of thing.
Yeah. That's a good warning, John. Very good warning.
I'm a decorator. I work in a lot of people's houses, so I'm always very, very careful to leave the loo very, very clean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice to speak to you, James, anyway.
John, nice talking to you.
Take care.
Thanks, mate. Bye-bye.
Bye.
It's fascinating what we're finding out today. Fascinating. Steve in London, you're on Talk Radio. Let's talk to Steve. Hello.
Hello, James.
Hi.
I was just wondering if I'm actually alone in this. I tend to point Percy south.
Yeah.
And occasionally it heads east or west without any knowledge of mine or without any...
Yeah, this is the problem with the valve end, I think, actually. Sometimes you'll get a dual stream.
Yes.
Have you ever noticed that, where a dual stream that comes out?
Yeah, there seems to be something which is... It appears to be exclusively male.
Well, I don't know. I can't speak because I've never been a woman, believe it or not.
Well, but we tend not to sit on it either.
Yeah, apparently I'm told women have the same problem.
Oh.
But there is no excuse, really, when you could quite easily sit down and then it wouldn't matter which way, if you see what I mean.
Oh, I suppose we could all have urinals fitted in the toilet.
We could all what?
All have urinals fitted in our toilets.
Urinals sitting in our toilets?
Fitted.
Fitted in our toilets? No. Sit down. There's no need to stand up and do it. All right? Standing up and doing it, Steve, you get the problems you have demonstrated. All right? If you sit down, okay?
Yes.
It won't happen.
Well, not that I'm aware of.
Well, it might happen, but it won't make a mess.
No.
Are you with me?
Yes. Well,
Good.
Unfortunately, it's all in hand, but...
I bet it is. Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Steve. Lovely to talk to you. I'm James Whale, sitting in for Tommy Boyd, where there's definitely becoming a good argument for listening.
This is Talk Radio National, the 1998 KPMG commercial radio station of the year.
Tommy Boyd Show. 10:53, 10:89 a.m. Talk Radio.
Hello. Welcome back. Final part. Pete in Bradford, in Yorkshire. Good afternoon.
No, and James, how you doing?
Very well, thank you, sir.
I'm here to defend men all across Britain. Nice to hear you during the day. It's not to wait up at night to hear you. Okay, my points are: first one is all this hoo-ha that women have and complain about men's urinating and missing the seat and stuff, yeah, it's all women's fault. Okay.
Now, I had a feeling it might be. I was hoping somebody might point this out.
Good. Now, I've got my rationale, so before women start calling in again, this is the thing. I'm sure everyone would agree that women are the main raisers of children. Okay?
Yes.
Now, it only takes one generation of mothers to teach their boys to urinate sitting down, and it cures the problem forever. So it's women's fault that men miss and wee and stuff like that.
It's so simple.
It is that simple.
It is. I mean, and we have heard a catastrophe unfold before us this afternoon.
I've just caught it as I'm coming home from work.
A catastrophe.
And it's true. So the bottom line is that women, although they're complaining, they have the answer in their hands. They only have to implement it. So it's because of them it happens. Other things like women complain about the seat being up. Men don't complain about the seat being down, do they?
No.
Exactly.
No.
So what's the problem there?
Women have got to re-educate the next generation of men.
Exactly. Women have the power. I mean, how many times have we heard that women are, behind every man there's a more powerful woman sort of thing?
Women have the power. That's a good way to end it. Thank you very much indeed, Pete.
I've got one more thing if I can.
You've got 10 seconds.
That's it. The thing about people who are more anally retentive in Britain, we only take 3% of medications as suppositories, whereas across Europe it's about 62%. They're more likely to take a paracetamol back passage than they are orally. So it's English people as well.
Okay, good
right.
point. Thank you, Pete.
Thanks, mate. It's all women's fault.
Let me finish with this. Mary Richardson just faxed it to us. Why me? Why has it the whole time got to be me who lowers the seat before I can pee? Why am I the sad and troubled soul who forever has to change the bloody loo roll? Bits of gooey soap remain in the dish, swimming in the water looking like fish. Why then can't a moron throw them away and help to unburden my stress-filled day? I'm James Whale. I've been sitting in for Tommy Boyds. I'll be back tonight at 9. In the meantime, I leave you in the capable hands and perfectly formed shape of Mr. Peter.
Signed, sealed, delivered. DHL Worldwide Express.
Don't forget to subscribe and like. Comment too if you wish. Even slap your legs and make a purchase from Ann Summers. But don't do nothing.